Richard Israel, and I'm directing 110 in the Shade for the Actors Co-op. I think the appealing thing about directing 110 in the Shade for me is that there's a gentleness to it. It revolves around this woman who is approaching, she's in her early 30s, and there's a grave concern that she's going to be an old maid because she is quote-unquote plain. So to make that work and to make that not sort of an off-putting thing is challenging. And I think we're really lucky because our actors are so great and so willing to just be very honest and very organic and very soul-bearing. I think that there's a common perception about 110 in the Shade that it's sort of an older musical and might be a little bit chestnutty, but when you really look at it, it's actually what the show is about, and the themes of the show and sort of the core of the show and the heart of the show are absolutely timeless. And so what is appealing to me about the show is that you take something that's 50 years old and you just find the humanity of it, and then you're actually able to zero in on what is fresh about it today. And a joyful thing for me as a director is to just kind of get to the core of it and then bring that story to the audience. Even though it's a 50-year-old show, there's something strangely contemporary about the music and strangely contemporary about the book and how the people deal with each other. It will be 2 hours very well spent. There's lots of appeals of the show. The black and white of it is that it is a beautifully written piece of musical theater. It is a really strong part of the American musical theater canon. So purely from I'm gonna go see something that I don't really get to see standpoint, yes, come see it. It really is so beautifully written, and it is a massive, massive showcase for these actors. 110 in the Shade performs at the Actors Co-op through June 15th.